ship, we're following a row of caravans of trucks, including one truck that was full of dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, look, over, speaking of dogs, there's the dog kennels.
That's where those kennels are. Everybody who's got their animals safely transported. We did hear them for a little while, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
While they were settling down.
They said, I don't want to be here. Where's my humans?
Where's my humans? Here we go. Going through the guts of the ship.
Yep.
No speed limit, just to go a safe speed is the advisory.
There we go. Yeah.
It's a bit.
It's a sort of very ribbed bottom, but I guess it gives you more security for holding
Slippery
vehicles.
vehicles, if it's wet and stuff like that,
Yes.
I guess. Here we go, right through the front of the ship now.
Yep, getting off the ship.
Off the ship. Thank you, stevedores.
Thanks for your support and help and encouragement.
Yep. We're still not on Tasmania, but oh, we're very, very close.
We're getting close to crossing onto Tasmanian soil.
Yeah,
We're on a bridge nearly on Tasmania.
yeah.
I need a big sign as you drive off here saying, "Welcome to Tasmania."
That's right.
There we go. And you can see it's currently 6:40 in the morning, and the sun
Yes.
has not yet risen.
No, we are quite a ways out. There's the ship over to the right. Can you see that?
Oh yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Let's go past these containers. I'll get another shot.
Yeah. Oh, bump. Sorry.
Say good morning, Natalie.
Good morning.
So guys, this is day 3 of the Sydney to Hobart road trip with
Yeah.
Nitty Nat Stitches and Lisa from Shady Tree Stitches.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're coming to us because you've been watching our journey so far, and this is an unusual introduction for us today, but that's just the way it is.
What we'll do is we will, just while we're navigating, I'm not going to talk.
No,
Sorry.
it's all good.
Yeah.
But we will stop in a minute and we'll do the proper introduction.
Oh, look at all the Teslas.
Oh, lots of Teslas going and
Yeah.
transporting. All right, I think that's about as exciting as you get for now. Okay guys, so now you can see there's a bit of light. So we can do our official hello.
Hello.
Lisa here at Shady Tree Stitches.
And Natalie from Nitty Nat Stitches.
And this is day 3 of our Sydney to Hobart road trip.
And return.
And return. And it's the reason we are doing this, if you haven't got the drift yet, is we are going to the Christmas in July stitching retreat that's run by Stitch in Time and Hobart.
That's right.
So that's why we're going Sydney to Hobart. Well, really my journey is, Maitland to Hobart, but
Yeah.
Sydney to Hobart has so many good connotations with a famous event at Boxing Day.
that occurs around Christmas time
Yes.
as well. So boom tish.
So where are we at the moment, Natalie?
We are at the House of Anvers. It doesn't look like it. We could be in our backyard for all you know.
Could be, but we're getting some pretty good additions to the video that
Yeah, that kind of proved that we are in the
Where we say
places
we
where
are.
we say we are.
Yeah.
Yes, so we're in the House of Anvers. We got off the Spirit of Tasmania about an hour and a half ago.
6:45 a.m. or something. We
Yeah,
drove off.
something pretty horrendous.
Yeah.
It was very dark. We were still kind of waking up from what was actually a really good Bass Strait crossing.
It was nice and smooth. So we stitched till about 9 o'clock, which was our
Yeah.
plan. And at 9 o'clock, about 5 to 9, we both went, I'm getting a bit tired. I mean, that drove for 9 hours or something yesterday.
Yeah, it was a long day.
Yeah, so it was a big day. And we went to bed and we went pretty much straight to sleep with the beautiful lulling rocking of the ship. That's one of the best things about being on a cruise.
It was so lovely.
And then we got up this morning. We actually woke up just before, well, Natalie woke up a bit earlier, but just before the 5:30 a.m. wake up call.
Yeah.
And we had our showers and we packed and we got off.
Yeah.
And then we drove here and had our breakfast, which if you're watching our little shorts as well, you get snippets of what we're doing. But I had a poached egg with spinach.
That looks really yummy.
It was yummy and it was
Yeah.
just the right size for me. For those of you who don't know, if you've known me for a while, you notice I've shrunk a lot. 36 kilos worth of shrinking
That's incredible.
due to my
Yeah.
bariatric surgery. So
What's that, about 70 pounds? I think
I have
thereabouts.
no idea.
Yeah, just kind of double
80,
it
I
up,
think. It was somewhere near 80. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I did it the other day with an American friend.
Mm.
But the point is I can't eat a big quantity at any one time. So not only am I gluten free, I'm bariatric as well. So they very nicely let me have just a poached egg and spinach and only charged me accordingly. So I'm very happy.
Yeah.
And what about you, Natalie, though? Because you're at the other end of the spectrum. and I will add, there will be photos. At the end of each of these videos, I put in all our photos from the day. So if you want to see what Natalie's breakfast looks like, go to the end of the video.
Yeah, it was great. I had a savoury waffle, so bacon, banana, maple syrup. For those of you who haven't tried savoury waffles, you just kind of think, oh, waffles, dessert. Well, yeah, bacon is also a dessert.
And bacon with maple syrup.
Bacon with maple syrup is incredible. Yeah, it was not a post-bariatric surgery breakfast. It was...
No.
That will keep me going through for quite some time.
It pretty much, like, if we had both been normal people and shared that plate, we would have been perfectly content.
Yeah.
It was a great size serving that you could have shared with two if you wanted to not have quite as much for breakfast. It wasn't like you were piggish or anything.
No,
a whole lot.
No.
But there was enough on there that you could have had half each.
Yeah. It was plenty. It was a bit of a shock to see how much came out, and
yes, but it was lovely, and
I was hungry.
And it's a beautiful place, and they have a gorgeous museum on chocolate. So
I've taken a little video clip of some of this stuff down the corridor as well.
We'll put the video in straight after this, and then the photos will be at the end of the day. So
yeah,
we are off to Hobart. We are finishing our first leg of the Sydney to Hobart.
Day
and
3,
return.
yeah, and return. So day 3 of the first leg of travels. You know, we could have done it in 2 days, but it would have killed us. Yeah. We would have had very unhappy families. We would have been cranky. We've maintained relationships.
We're having a good time. Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
We're going to see if we can do 2 days on the way home, but we'll see.
We'll see.
So it's we're going down to Hobart, so we're taking you on a scenic route. We're going to find some big things, so that the next time you'll see us after the chocolate shop video will be the big platypus.
The big platypus. And I've just had a look at, for those of you who are interested in the EV component of the journey, we boarded the Spirit of Tasmania with 80% battery. We talk in percentages, so because percentages means more than actually kilometres of range. It just works better that way. We boarded with 80% battery. It was very content overnight, no issues, no dramas. We got to the House of Anvers with about 76%, 75%. There is a Tesla charger and another EV, type 2 EV charger here, plugged in, and we're now at 95%. So it was a really relaxing breakfast, and the car just charged while we were eating.
So now we're going to unplug and we're going to hit
the road.
And we won't need to recharge till we get to the
hotel. Yeah, we can charge if we want, but there's no need. I've got a car park with an EV charger that's reserved for me at another hotel car parking place in Hobart. So we're going to get there with 33%. If it dips, we'll charge then, but we have no charging stress at all.
Nope, none at all. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get this show on the road, Nat.
Let's go.
See you soon, people. We have got a wallaby.
This is like a paddy melon. That's what they're called.
And he's crossing the road.
Keep going. Keep going, little fella. He's looking like he's been hit.
He does look like he's in pain.
Been injured. He doesn't really understand.
Oh yeah, he looks like his right leg.
Yeah.
But he's on the right path to go home and get some care. So
that's a paddy melon, people. That's like a baby wallaby.
There you go.
And that's a plover coming straight at us.
Okay, we're at the location of the big platypus, and I'm just going to swing around. This is a beautiful little river. You can see where the platypus would live along the creek edge. And there's a beautiful walk here. There's Natalie. Say hi, Natalie.
Hello.
Really nice old town. They're doing some roadworks. See, look, ugly roadwork sign. And over here we have the big platypus. He's very super cute. So here are some ducks swimming towards us on the Mersey River. Look at them bobbing up and down. So cute.
I reckon he's after some action, that one. We are coming to you from the A5 in Tasmania. We are taking a path less travelled. We are not travelling down the A1. We decided, and we have the range to travel on a lesser road, and that decision is being paid off in spades. We are seriously high, and it is so astonishingly beautiful. Just before we started filming, we had a sign warning of ice on the road. We've passed that patch, thankfully. But wow, this drive in the fog and the clouds, how atmospheric is it?
So we've started filming to show you a bit of it. You've just seen the drive along filming with music, but where we're opening up here, where the valley's opening up to these most gorgeous bluffs and cliffs, and it's just absolutely stunning at the top of this range. Plus we've been seeing a lot of really interesting things as we went down the road before we got here.
Yeah.
What's the funniest thing you saw since we saw the big potato?
Funniest? I can't remember. I've just been really enjoying the road.
Yeah, we've seen lots of really cute old houses. There was a bunch of painted cows.
Yeah.
There was some carved like tiki sort of.
Yeah, there were tiki faces.
There's so many interesting things. Like we've not been bored at all. Not that we will be. This I imagine is even more stunning without the fog and the cloud.
Yeah, I think so. But what we can see, it's rugged, wild. I know the view right now is sort of why are Nat and Lisa showing us cloud?
We're hoping that it will clear as we start to go down, and you'll get to see what we're seeing.
Yeah, and we'll film again if it does.
And we've been taking some photos, so they'll be at the end of today's video.
But yeah, the Central Plateau Conservation Area. So we are
the Central Highlands.
In the Central Highlands of Tasmania.
Crash markers with fatalities and injuries.
What are we looking at?
The black fatalities.
Yes. Yeah. So it's
a bit dangerous.
Thanks. Don't tell my mum.
No, driving safe to the conditions. We're driving.
We
safely.
are driving to the conditions, and that's the thing. We're driving to the conditions where high ears are popping like crazy, and you know, keeping our eye out for wildlife that might cross. Hoping to see echidnas and wombats and things like that as well. We may see them at a different time, but it wouldn't at all surprise us if... Oh, highest point, 1,210 meters.
Well, that
there
was
we
good
go,
timing.
Lisa.
That's why we were filming now, to tell you we're at the highest point.
Yeah, we didn't know it, but we do now. Yeah, so
Oh, look, here's the next look.
Yeah.
A walk. You can go on lots of nice walks.
yeah, this
here.
is a scenic walk in the clouds.
We'll pass.
We'll pass on that, I think. But yeah, it's 4 degrees now. It's gotten cold. As we've gained elevation, you lose temperature. So, but yeah, we are just struck by how beautiful this road is.
Yes, here's.
I'm just going to stop.
All right, guys, we have just done our first stop since we left the town of, I'm going to call it wrong.
Deloraine.
Yeah, I keep calling it DeLorean, you know, like the car from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Which
Well-
was quite a while ago, as you've seen by all the videos we've been put in. And this is the first place we could stop to get Natalie a bottle of water.
Because I was so thirsty.
And where are we?
Mianna.
Mianna Village, and we're at like your typical old general store, and then we can really cute photos at the end that you'll be able to enjoy.
Yeah.
But look at the beautiful landscape around, isn't it lovely?
Just beautiful.
No, other way.
Beautiful.
Other way. There we are. It's in the middle of us. Yeah.
It's in the middle of us. There we go.
So it's cold. You can tell that because I have my hat on and Nat's freezing, and we're going to get back in the car. So we're glad that so many of you have been commenting that you've been enjoying our videos. Please keep up the comments. It really enthuses us to keep going.
Yeah.
So we'll give you some more interesting trivia and stuff along the way.
So we're passing by the Steps Historic Homestead, which is a tourist place on the right. Very nice old home. And just giving you a bit of the view now that we're further down the valley. You can see that you've got lots more of the snow gum eucalyptus here. Yeah, they have the more whitish bark, and you can see how the bark really pulls away on these trees in front of us.
Oh, these aren't snow gums.
No, but just on gum trees.
Yeah.
How the bark pulls away. And lots of
They
still
look like mountain ash.
mountain ash. Yeah. And there's lots of grasses. So we're still in a very sort of cold. Oh, look at this over here. There is a cute little hut just over there.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that is so cute.
Yep, sorry, just had to make you dizzy by showing you that. Step sculptures. So yeah, it's definitely another change of landscape for you to enjoy. Question relating to stitching for you, Natalie, is when did you start stitching and why?
My mother taught me to stitch when I was a teenager. I saw her stitching and I asked her to teach me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And did you keep stitching or did you have a break?
I had a big break. Yeah, so I've still got my first stitch. It's a little N for Natalie.
Of course.
Yeah, and I just rediscovered it recently, so that was really cute. And I'm looking at it and sort of, oh my gosh, I was such a careful stitcher.
Yes. Well, that was when we stitched for being really careful. And
Yeah.
every stitch mattered.
Every stitch mattered. And yeah, I couldn't finish for, frame for anything. But
But you tried.
I tried.
You tried.
I tried. Yeah, and then I put it down, and then I picked up another project. Put that down for a really long time, and then I picked up stitching again, and then I put that down, and then I had kids, and now I've picked it up again.
Yeah, now you're not putting it down.
They're a
Different part of your life.
different part of my life.
So there's different purposes for us these days.
Australian folk song.
That you don't really know. Good
No.
one. Coming up on the left.
Coming on the left, it's the pub with
No beer.
Yeah.
No pub either.
The pub with no beer has no pub. Well, that was worthwhile. Even better. We are now climbing up Mount Adelaide in part of Tasmania
Called Bothwell.
Bothwell, and Mount Adelaide
We have
water
a water tank.
What a great sight. We can drive around the water tank
Yeah.
and then you'll get some good views, hopefully, of the Bothwell Valley. Some beautiful old homesteads we've noticed in this area, which is why we started filming. But since then, oh yeah, they've got a little view of the city over there. And a really nice rural area. Look at that, we drive right through the water tanks. How picturesque for you people. But you know what? People who don't live in Australia may not understand that this is very commonplace for us.
Yeah.
To have a little shack with a ute,
Yeah.
with a workman's ute.
It's Taswater.
Yep, there we go. So here you go, you get the beautiful view now coming down the valley. And there's this gorgeous house down there that we might be able to take a photo of from the top, potentially.
No, we're just going to see the roof line.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a shame.
Oh, but look at that landscape.
Look at that view. Look at that village out the front.
Look at that old pub down there.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
gorgeous old, you know, the architecture to us is just speaking heritage. European heritage.
European heritage, yeah.
Yeah. So we will keep you on as we go down this road.
hmm We're going to go over something called a cattle grid.
Oh yes, that will be fun for you.
Yeah, it makes a noise. Sorry in advance for
And the noise and the
the
bumps.
noise.
It makes it, keeps the animals in and out of an area. Look at that beautiful stone wall.
Oh, it's beautiful.
All right, here comes a grid. And we're going past on the right, just a very old traditional style
Weatherboard.
weatherboard cottage home. And an even older one at the bottom of the hill
Yeah.
with the green roof. Now, it's a lovely little detour
Yeah.
showing, oh wow. Yep, there's some beautiful old, this is obviously a
Yeah.
very well established old European settlement.
Yeah. We're going to go around.
We're
that
going to
way.
go around this way, why not? You can turn left and go around as well. Sorry, I'm windowing this one. There's some horses. All right, this is the Hadley's Hotel in Hobart. Natalie's outdone herself. She got what's called the family room. The family room has a 2-seat stitching corner. It has 2 king-size beds. I don't know what sort of family sleeps in 2 king-size beds, but apparently they're starfish. And then if I walk through the room, it's a very big room. We've got a writing desk, we've got a bureau, which has got all our essentials brought in by the concierge. So you can get a good feel.
I can see a giant basket underneath our stuff that's got spare pillows if we needed spare pillows.
There you go. And then in here, in the cupboard, we've got the fridge and the crockery and all that stuff. And then we've got, of course, the bathroom, which is in a much better state without the toilet seat up today. and a big nice shower. So there we go.
This is
We're here.
We are here. We've made it, Lisa.
We have made it to Hobart and a stitch in time
Yes.
cross-stitching embroidery shop.
3 days, over 1,000 kilometres of driving.
Well done, Nat, for all that hard driving. We've had a great day, which you guys have already seen,
Yeah.
and we're going to bring you in. It's rather busy.
Yes.
We're going to bring you in and give you a look at this beautiful stitch in time for all your needlework supplies. My favourite cross-stitching shop.
It's going to be noisy inside,
Okay.
so you're going to need to stop and start.
Okay, no worries.